Welcome back to my annual vinyl roundup. I've added almost 100 new records to my collection in the past year, and I'll show you each of them from A to Z. You can catch all of my past collection updates in the description, so sit back, leave a like, and enjoy some pure vinyl zen. Opening up with a classic, we have the 30th anniversary repressing of Dirt by Alice in Chains. Here's the very appropriate blue pressing of Blue Rev by the Canadian indie pop band Eyez. My good-hearted friend Viral Rack bought me this album, shipped it out, and accidentally sent it to my old address, so somebody living at my old house has an extra copy of Suck It and See, which is probably deemed as a threat to anyone that doesn't know the band. However, when I went to Indianapolis last year to visit Johnny, he was kind enough to buy me a copy there, and a lot of the records you're going to see in this video came from indie. From one of my favorite bands, the dream pop duo Beach House, I finally got a copy of Depression Cherry, which has grown on me a lot over the years, as well as the Become EP, which was released for Record Store Day. Yay, I picked something up, one item only, but I participated. I got a fantastic deal on two Beatles records, both Abbey Road and Sgt. Pepper's were only $10 each when Target was having a massive vinyl clearance sale over the summer last year. Currently one of the best bands out there, the New Zealanders, The Beths, Expert in a Dying Field on canary yellow vinyl. Admittedly, I only picked up An Innocent Man by Billy Joel because it has one of my favorite childhood songs ever, Uptown Girl. This is the bombastic Hellfire by Black Midi. Datura by Boston Manor on Beautiful Red. I picked up the Target exclusive orange vinyl of The Record by Boy Genius because it was the cheapest pressing I could find. A big bucket list item here from me. This is Come With Us by the Chemical Brothers. This was the album that got me into them, and I love the way this sounds on vinyl and the Tarantino-esque font on the back. Finally rounded off my Coldplay collection, at least of the albums that I actually want, by picking up Parachutes. I've yet to open my copy of Wish by The Cure. This is a very special album to me, but I can tell you that it was made in Germany. I snagged a copy of Common Courtesy by A Day to Remember finally. I love the slide-out cover that's kind of interactive, and the yellow, clear vinyl that kind of looks swirly, kind of a split. Death Cab for Cutie's Asphalt Meadows, a tremendous comeback. From Deftones, I have the 20th anniversary box set for White Pony, as well as their 2010 effort Diamond Eyes. And speaking of eyes, here's Melt My Eyes, See Your Future by rapper Denzel Curry. I love the way that they overlaid this little, I don't know what it's called, the little cardboard sleeve, it's cool. Immediately after finding out about Christine McVie's passing, I knew it was time to double down on finding Fleetwood Mac vinyl for my collection, and that's why I've added 3 of their classic albums in Tusk, Mirage, and also Tango in the Night. 4 years strong with their self-titled album. My wife found this next one for me at the record store. This is 7 inches of Satanic Panic by Ghost on beautiful purple vinyl. Plastic Beach by Gorillaz on a very vibrant red. Yeah, I finally got a copy of 39 Smooth by Green Day. It's another one that I haven't brought myself to open yet, but I promise I will. Also from Green Day, I added the 25th anniversary box set of Nimrod on silver vinyl. It comes with a triple disc collection of demos, the actual album itself, a live album. I've really come to love the indie band Grizzly Bear, and I grabbed 2 of their albums in the past year, both Shields and Painted Ruins. I highly recommend Dimensional Bleed by Holy Fawn. I got it on Coke Bottle Clear if you're into post-rock, post-metal, shoegaze. On Blue Detroit Denim vinyl from Jack White, it's Entering Heaven Alive, the second of his 2022 albums. Gonna have to censor this next one because I'm not taking the risk, but it's Jane's Addiction with their classic '88 album Nothing Shocking. The lovely Jubilee by Japanese Breakfast. On Gatefold vinyl, here is The Forever Story by Jid. The classic Hounds of Love by Kate Bush. This next one's a bit of a funny story because I have it by complete accident. My wife ordered me a totally different album by Metric, and Amazon shipped us Kelsey Walden's No Regular Dog. It's a country album produced by Shooter Jennings, and I said, you know what, let me spin it. I'll see if I like it. I'll listen to it on Spotify first. I ended up liking it, so I kept the album. From my favorite rapper Kendrick Lamar, I added Untitled Unmastered, which showed up a bit damaged unfortunately, as well as Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I found my favorite Kesha album, Out in the Wild, This Is Warrior, on hot pink vinyl. Kid Cudi's original Man on the Moon. Day and Age is not one of my favorite Killers albums, but I ended up picking up the deluxe edition. It's got a very cool case for it. It also has some amazing artwork inside, and I figured it was worth the buy because my wife does love this one. Lizzie McAlpine's incredible breakout album 5 Seconds Flat, which Amazon delivered damaged. But that damage was nothing compared to whatever the postman did to the next one. This is M83's Hurry Up We're Dreaming. It was so bad, even though the orange vinyl is beautiful, that I got a full refund. My 2022 album of the year, it's Surrender by Maggie Rogers on the indie exclusive orange pressing. Love me some Men I Trust. This is their very long album. It's worth the price tag because there's so many songs. Uncle Jazz, it's on black ice vinyl, but I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see the detail. I grabbed a copy of Metallica's The Black Album. I finally got serious about adding more metric to my collection, so I picked up Fantasies on what is one of the most gorgeous records in my entire collection. It's on Sea Blue Translucent. I also got a black copy of Synthetica and Formentera. MGMT's Oracular Spectacular, which now means I have all of their albums except for the self-titled. Here's Miley Cyrus with Endless Summer Vacation. On triple LP vinyl, I added the classic Fragile by 9 Inch Nails. This is the Walmart exclusive smoke pressing of Nirvana's self-titled compilation that I grabbed because it has a few of my favorite songs on there, of course, in addition to You Know You're Right. I don't even want to see a passing glance of judgment on the next one. I got All Things Bright and Beautiful by Owl City, which is the only Owl City album that I would still say that I love. Paramore's This Is Why on their web store exclusive green, although I am a little disappointed with the quality of this pressing. I completed my Queens of the Stone Age album collection just in time for their new record. I added both the self-titled and Era Vulgaris. I finally own Hail to the Thief, which is one of my favorite Radiohead records. I love the gatefold and the artwork all around. I got a copy of Rage Against the Machine's The Battle of Los Angeles, and as a little bonus, I didn't even expect this, it came with a slip mat. The Red Hot Chili Peppers finally broke me down and got me to pay more than I wanted to for a copy of Californication, and I also added a blue and white pressing of Return of the Dream Canteen. I waited with bated breath for years, but I finally got a copy of Forget and Not Slow Down by Reliant K on brown vinyl. This is a really unique kind of orange splatter of Nowhere Generation by Rise Against, which I thought was their best album in a very long time. A couple of classics up next. I added used copies of Roxy Music's Avalon in addition to Moving Pictures by Rush. I gotta say, Screaming Females have won me over, and I picked up a copy of their newest album, Desire Pathway. Here's a classic that came out the year I was born, Spiderland by Slint. Slipknot's Volume 3, The Subliminal Verses on a beautiful shade of violet. The Smiles, A Light for Attracting Attention on yellow vinyl. Side note, I can't wait to see them live July 3rd, can't come soon enough. I got so lucky on vacation last year, I found a split maroon and gold copy of Schmaltz by Spanish Love Songs in the wild. I still need to add Purple, but I finally got Core, the debut album, and also Tiny Music by Stone Temple Pilots, and I love the way the casing looks on this and the fact that it came with the CDs on the inside. This might be Sunny Day Real Estate's best album, LP2. This is the Target exclusive Lavender vinyl for Midnights by Taylor Swift. Another one that was practically a steal from Target. I got this for $10. This is a blue copy of The Tipping Point by Tears for Fears. This is the latest album Exotico by the psychedelic rock band Temples. This is on Blue Cloud vinyl. And is it just me, or are those ghosts on disc too? Third Eye Blinds, a collection, songs from 1997 to 2003, and I will admit that I mainly bought this for the vocal version of Slow Motion. A classic post-hardcore album, Full Collapse by Thursday. I'm conflicted on 10,000 Days by Tool because I'm being told that this might be a bootleg, and it probably is, but in that case, why was my record store selling this in shrink wrap? Time and Space, a hard one to find because Turnstile are hella popular. Tyler the Creator's Scumfuck Flower Boy, the self-titled album by Wet Leg, and finally, we close things out with The Hum Goes On Forever by The Wonder Years on what they called Ferris Wheel Blue Transparent, and it's a gorgeous pressing. I did also want to give a shout out to Hannah's parents. We went through their vinyl collection when her mom was moving last year, and she let us take most of them. I got The Kids Are Alright by The Who, a couple of Pink Floyd classics in Animals and Wish You Were Here. You can see that King Crimson album in the Court of King Crimson, Saturday Night Fever by the Bee Gees, Jimi Hendrix smash hits, and oh yeah, there's Grease, the soundtrack. Alright guys, that's gonna do it for this year's vinyl update. Almost 100 new records in the collection. Hit that like button and let me know which of those that you would want to steal, if you could steal one, in the comments down below. Check out last year's update above me, and I will see you guys very soon right here on ARTV.